Yes, I'm going live. I'm live. And if it's just me watching this, it's what I have to do. Waiting for people to come on. I'm outside. The dog's outside. Bailey's outside. It's a warm, warmer, sunny day. First warm day. What? Rotate your phone. Here we go. All right, thanks for watching. Oh my God. So, what does it mean to rest in your sovereignty? And what I mean by rest is rest. Not being filled with anxiety, not being filled with panic. Sorry, I've been jumping. So first sunny day in like 2 weeks. It's been 29 down here. Trying to get the best. Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna have a chit chat. No crystals, just me in my sovereignty. Hope you can hear me, a little bit out of breath. So when we go from our comfort zone, they stretch us, right? They're stretching us past our panic zone. For me personally, my panic zone has been anything that doesn't line up with how I think it should go, period. Whether that's control, whether that's kids, whether that's, I've raised 3 young adults. But anyway, so it's kind of like always being stretched past what I think I could handle. And well, like with this COVID thing going on, and society is just different. You go to a restaurant, you might be the only couple in the restaurant or 1 or 2 others. We just are living in a different society. People with masks on, you can't see people's brilliant smiles, and then the smiles that light up all the way up into their eyes. So anyway, it's just kind of like, I don't know, the worries, the stress, the bills. Am I going to make it? Am I not going to make it? Am I on course? Am I not on course? Which moon phase is it in? All these things, especially as light workers, that we take into calculation, we put ourselves through the effing gambit of everything. It's like we run this obstacle course on a daily basis to check the wind, check this, check that. And it's like, you know what? Oh, God. As my dear friend Sally Love in Washington tells me again and again, because I call her when I'm freaking out sometimes, and I'm like, I can't, I'm losing it, I'm losing my stuff, I'm losing it. And it's great to have friends that we can call and bounce stuff off each other and laugh and smile or cry, depending on the day, but to be reminded that we are sovereign. We are sovereign. We are sovereign beings. It doesn't matter what our checkbook looks like. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world out there. We are sovereign. Oh my God, breathe into that. No matter what. No matter what. Like me personally, I've been like effing the cold, man. It's like I lived in Florida in like Tampa, balmy tropical. Like 40 was like, and like 65, 70 was the norm for winter, really. And if a cold snap happened, you knew in a couple of days it'd end, and then it'd be back to 65, 70. But here it's a different story. My body has had to acclimate to this really cold weather. My everything has had to acclimate to this, and it's really the cold that's affecting me. It's kind of like triggered back stuff that I used to deal with that I haven't dealt with back stuff in years. So what is that teaching me? It's teaching me, breathe, to be patient with myself. It's stretching me past my comfort zone. That maybe they're getting me ready to go when this COVID thing lifts, to go wherever they want to send me. And that no matter where I'm at, I'm okay. I'm okay physically, I'm okay spiritually, and I am okay financially. And I speak that over my life every morning and setting morning intentions, waking up, and it's like, oh my God, there's kind of a spirit of depression down here a little bit where in this area. And it's like having to push past these veils of kind of stuff. And then, then you get past it. And then it's blue sky day. The sun is out. I'm looking at a beautiful lake. And it's finally glorious out here, 2 weeks inside, fires every day, like multiple layers of clothing. I can sit here and bitch and moan and do whatever in that regard. Does it lift me up? No. Does it lift you up? No. You know what lifts people up is our smiles and the brilliance of our spirit and the brilliance of who we are in the great I am, who we are in our sovereignty as kings and queens ruling. How do we rule? First, we rule in our stretching zone. They're teaching us to rule as we're expanded. Breathe in that stretching zone. That stretching zone goes past the panic zone. If you've watched a couple of my last lives, it's like the panic zone in my life was big. But now it's just kind of like, it's just like on the perimeter. And I have to breathe in, breathe past any anxiety, breathe past, no matter what's going on, that I can settle down into my heart. I can settle down into my spirit. I can get everything aligned, God source energy in the great I am, deep into middle Mother Gaia Earth, and I can rest, and I can breathe, and I can move, and I can have my being. And I can look in the mirror and say, this too is going to pass. It's going to pass. And then where will I find myself? In even greater comfort, because they've been stretching me. They're taking me past all of my panic layering of growing up with an alcoholic father that would get very drunk and get very violent at times, being sexually abused. If you don't know my story, I'm not going to get into all that, but go back and listen to my videos, because I try to be raw and authentic with my growth process, with being real and true and authentic with my heart and my feelings and everything that evolves. So when I tell you that they're taking me from my comfort zone and they've stretched me past panic, okay, that's breathability. That's like a runner, right when they get to the end, what do? They stretch their arms out and their chest is forward, and they cut through the tape. They go through the finish line. Those days will fucking come to an end. For some of you, they already have. For me, in my higher self, there's just a little fine tuning on the peripheral, right? But we're all runners. We're all winners. We step in, and that's like a runner. Oh my God, passing the finish line, passing with arms open and chest expanded. Winning the goal, winning the race. And some of us are long distance runners. Some of us have to run so fast and we're grabbing the baton. There are mantles. You know that there are mantles passed down from generation to generation to generation. Do you know that in spirit? Mantles, mandates from God source energy. Yeah, mantles passed down. And then we take that baton that's gifted to us, and then it's our turn. How far are we going to go? Taking steps. How far are we going to go in belief? How far are we going to go in expansion? How far am I going to go to believe for this? How far am I going to go to believe for that? Right? So if I could say to any of you lions and lionesses out there, stay the course. Breathe when everything inside of you wants to shrivel like a raisin or a prune. Oh my God, then water yourself, right? Rest. Take care of yourself. Do things that you can do. Even if you are short on finances, you can still do things. You can go outside. If you have a bike, you can ride your bike. There are things to do. That doesn't cost anything to change up the energy. Move the furniture around in your house. Change up the pictures. Put something here. The energy changes. I was doing that this morning. I was like, ooh, this feels so much better. Ooh, I'm going to take this picture and put it on this wall. What happens? Changing up the energy, changing up the frequency. So when I walk into a room, it's like, oh, this is something new. It's something different. Oh my God. So anyway, it's a beautiful day, and it's a wonderful day to be alive. And I'm so thankful for you all out there that watch me on a consistent basis. And if you're new watching, hello, I'm Morningstar. Man, I love you all so much. Stay the course. No matter what. Keep your eye on that finish line. Keep your eye on that end game. No matter what's going on here, no matter what's going on here, keep going forward. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. All it takes is a breath sometimes. And there's days of rest, and there's days that you crawl into bed with the covers over your head and you're like, fuck this shit, I can't make it. And that's okay too. Because you know what, that's still growth. And it's stretching. And then you get up the next morning, you're like, oh, I feel a little bit better today. Ooh, maybe I'm going to actually stretch and maybe do some yoga today. Oh, maybe I'm going to do this or do that I've been pushing off. Because it felt like it was inundating. It was just like too much. I couldn't handle it. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching me. Blessings to you right now. White Wolf and I are in a special. It's $50. You get both of us. We read cards, usually loved ones from the other side. They come, they have special messages. Whatever source would have us to say to you, our guides, the angelic council, your guides will show up. Our guides, it's like a massive team. So yeah, call and make an appointment. Hey, look at that. Look at that. That's fun. There's the child in me. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. Static electricity. Love it. All right. Have an awesome freaking day. Blessings to you. I know. Wild, isn't it? Loving it. Morningstar. Peace out.